Life in all its magnificent forms is a delicate dance of energy and transformation. From the smallest bacterium to the largest whale, every living organism requires a constant supply of fuel to power its existence. But where does this energy come from? The answer lies in a remarkable process called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants and other organisms convert light energy into chemical energy. This energy is stored in the bonds of sugar molecules, which are the building blocks of carbohydrates. These carbohydrates are the primary source of energy for most living organisms, either directly or indirectly. To understand this remarkable process, we must first delve into the microscopic world within plant cells, where photosynthesis takes place. Our planet teems with life, a vibrant tapestry woven from countless threads of biodiversity. Yet beneath this diversity lies a unifying principle: the need for energy. Photosynthetic organisms, the architects of life, have mastered the extraordinary ability to create their own food directly from the energy of the sun. Sunlight, the lifeblood of our planet, bathes Earth in a continuous stream of energy. This spectrum of colors, though invisible to our naked eye, illuminates the world around us, carrying within its rays the energy that drives photosynthesis. The answer lies in specialized molecules called pigments, found within the chloroplasts of plant cells. Imagine a crowded dance floor filled with couples swaying to the rhythm of music. Suddenly, a spotlight shines on a single dancer, infusing them with energy, causing them to move with heightened excitement. This, in essence, is what happens when a photon of light strikes a pigment molecule like chlorophyll. Within the chloroplasts of plant cells, chlorophyll molecules are organized within intricate membrane structures called thylakoids. These thylakoids provide the structural framework for the light-dependent reactions of photosynthesis. Embedded within the thylakoid membranes, chlorophyll molecules work in concert, forming photosystems which act like light-harvesting complexes. Our exploration of photosynthesis now takes us deep inside the chloroplast, to the intricate world of the thylakoid membranes. These membranes, folded and stacked like an elaborate labyrinth, form the stage where the initial act of energy transformation unfolds. The actors in this molecular drama are the chlorophyll molecules, precisely arranged within the thylakoid membrane, ready to capture the energy of incoming photons. This intricate design highlights the elegance and efficiency of nature's engineering, even at the microscopic level. Embedded within the thylakoid membrane, chlorophyll molecules are organized into highly specialized units called photosystems. These photosystems act as the gateways of light energy, capturing photons and funneling their energy to a central reaction center. This special pair, strategically positioned within the photosystem, acts as the final acceptor of the captured light energy. The arrival of the energized electron at the reaction center of the photosystem marks a pivotal moment in the photosynthetic process. It is here that the captured light energy is converted into chemical energy, setting in motion a cascade of events that will ultimately power the synthesis of sugars. This pumping action creates a proton gradient across the membrane, a difference in concentration that stores potential energy, much like water stored behind a dam. The proton gradient established across the thylakoid membrane is a crucial outcome of the light-dependent reactions. Embedded within the thylakoid membrane is a remarkable enzyme complex called ATP synthase. This molecular machine acts like a turbine, driven by the flow of protons back across the membrane, down their concentration gradient, from the thylakoid space into the stroma. ATP, like a fully charged battery, stores energy in its chemical bonds, ready to be released and used to power various cellular processes. While the light-dependent reactions capture the sun's energy and convert it into a usable form, the story of photosynthesis doesn't end there. In a different compartment of the chloroplast, a quieter but equally remarkable process unfolds, the Calvin cycle. This cycle is where the real magic of transforming inorganic carbon dioxide into organic sugar molecules takes place. At the heart of the Calvin cycle lies an enzyme of paramount importance, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase, or Rubisco for short. This enzyme plays a pivotal role in capturing inorganic carbon from the atmosphere and fixing it into organic molecules. Rubisco's task is no small feat. The enzyme works by catalyzing the reaction between carbon dioxide and a 5-carbon sugar molecule called ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate, RuBP. With carbon dioxide now fixed into an organic form, the next stage of the Calvin cycle focuses on transforming these 3 carbon molecules into a form that the plant can readily use, the sugar molecule glucose. Think of this stage as a series of assembly lines within our cellular factory. The 3 carbon molecules, 3-PGA, are like raw materials, moving along the conveyor belt, undergoing a series of modifications. The energy carriers ATP and NADPH, diligently produced in the light-dependent reactions, now come into play. ATP provides the energy needed to power the enzymatic reactions, while NADPH provides the reducing power, donating electrons to convert 3-PGA into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, G3P, another 3-carbon molecule. G3P is a key intermediate in the Calvin cycle. Some of it is siphoned off from the cycle to be used in the synthesis of glucose, the ultimate goal of photosynthesis. Glucose, a 6-carbon sugar, is formed when 2 molecules of G3P are linked together. Glucose is like the finished product rolling off the assembly line, ready to be used by the plant as a source of energy or as a building block for other important molecules like starch and cellulose. Section 4. The cycle completes regeneration and renewal. The Calvin cycle is a cyclical process. RuBP must be regenerated to ensure continued operation. Imagine a bicycle wheel, its spokes constantly turning. For every 6 molecules of carbon dioxide fixed, 1 molecule of glucose is produced. This process requires ATP energy, highlighting the role of light-dependent reactions. Operating within chloroplasts, the Calvin cycle underpins the food chain for all life on Earth. Section 1. Oxygen, a gift from the green world. As we've journeyed through the intricate mechanisms of photosynthesis, we've witnessed how sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide are transformed into the lifeblood of plants, glucose. But this remarkable process yields another byproduct, one so essential to our existence that we often take it for granted: oxygen. Remember that water molecule split apart in the light-dependent reactions to provide electrons for the electron transport chain? The splitting of water not only releases electrons but also generates protons, contributing to the proton gradient that drives ATP synthesis. But perhaps the most significant consequence of water splitting is the liberation of oxygen. For every 2 water molecules split, 1 molecule of oxygen is released, a waste product, if you will, of this elegant process. Yet this waste product is anything but. It is the very breath of life for countless organisms, including ourselves. The oxygen released by photosynthetic organisms diffuses out of their cells into the surrounding water or atmosphere, enriching our planet and making life as we know it possible. Section 2. The foundation of the food chain. Photosynthesis doesn't just sustain the life of plants and algae, it underpins the entire food chain. The sugars produced through this process are the primary source of energy for virtually all life on Earth, either directly or indirectly. Think of a lush forest, its canopy teeming with leaves bathed in sunlight. Within those leaves, photosynthesis is busily converting light energy into chemical energy, stored in the bonds of sugar molecules. These sugars are the building blocks of plant growth, providing the energy needed to build roots, stems, leaves, flowers, and fruits. Herbivores, the plant eaters of the animal kingdom, depend on these sugars, directly consuming plant matter to fuel their own metabolic needs. From tiny insects nibbling on leaves to large mammals grazing on grasslands, these animals rely on the energy captured by plants through photosynthesis. Carnivores, the meat eaters, in turn, depend on herbivores for their energy. By consuming animals that have consumed plants, carnivores indirectly access the energy originally captured from sunlight. And so, the energy flows from the sun to plants, from plants to herbivores, and from herbivores to carnivores, linking all living organisms in a complex web of interdependence. Section 3. A delicate balance, photosynthesis and the carbon cycle. Photosynthesis plays a crucial role not just in providing food and oxygen but also in regulating Earth's climate. The process acts as a carbon sink, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and converting it into organic compounds. Recall that carbon dioxide is one of the raw materials of photosynthesis, the ingredient that Rubisco so diligently captures and fixes into organic molecules. This uptake of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere helps to offset the release of this greenhouse gas through natural processes like respiration and decomposition, as well as human activities like burning fossil fuels. Forests, in particular, act as massive carbon sinks, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide and storing it in their wood, leaves, and roots. This process helps to regulate Earth's climate, mitigating the effects of global warming. However, this delicate balance is being threatened by deforestation and other human activities that release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere at unprecedented rates. As we continue to burn fossil fuels and clear forests, we disrupt the natural carbon cycle, leading to an increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide and contributing to climate change. Section 4. The future of photosynthesis, innovation inspired by nature. As we grapple with the challenges of climate change and food security, scientists are turning to nature's master energy converter, photosynthesis, for inspiration. By understanding the intricate mechanisms of this process, researchers aim to develop innovative technologies that mimic or even enhance nature's blueprint. Imagine artificial leaves, devices that capture sunlight and convert it into electricity or fuels just like plants do. Such technologies, inspired by the light-dependent reactions of photosynthesis, hold the promise of clean, sustainable energy production. Other researchers are exploring ways to enhance the efficiency of photosynthesis itself, engineering plants that can absorb more carbon dioxide or thrive in harsher environments. These advances could lead to increased crop yields and help to mitigate the effects of climate change. The study of photosynthesis, therefore, is not just an academic pursuit. It holds the key to addressing some of the most pressing challenges facing humanity. By unraveling the secrets of this remarkable process, we can unlock a future where energy is abundant, sustainable, and inspired by the ingenuity of nature. The symphony of life. Photosynthesis is a symphony of nature, capturing sunlight and transforming it into the building blocks of life. Sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide become sugars, fueling growth and sustaining life. Photosystems capture light energy with remarkable efficiency. Appreciate the silent symphony of photosynthesis happening all around you. A world powered by light. Photosynthesis is the lifeblood of our planet. The energy that sustains us, the food we eat, the air we breathe, all are gifts from the sun. Imagine cities powered by artificial photosynthesis. Envision a world where we work in harmony with nature for a sustainable future. Section 3. Our green legacy. The legacy of photosynthesis is all around us. It's in the fossil fuels that power our modern world, formed over millions of years from the remains of ancient photosynthetic organisms. It's in the oxygen we breathe, a gift from the countless plants and algae that have graced our planet for eons. And it's in the very diversity of life itself, a testament to the power of this process to drive evolution and innovation. As caretakers of our planet, it's our responsibility to preserve this legacy for future generations. We must protect our forests, the lungs of our planet, and the vast oceans that teem with photosynthetic life. We must reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and transition to cleaner, more sustainable energy sources. And we must continue to support research and innovation inspired by the elegance and efficiency of photosynthesis. The story of photosynthesis is a story of interconnectedness, resilience, and hope. It's a story that reminds us that even in the face of challenges, life finds a way to thrive, powered by the sun's energy and the ingenuity of nature. Let us honor this legacy by working together to create a future where both humanity and nature can flourish, side by side, for generations to come.